Oh, hello. Long time no see. This is kind of long overdue, and I figured now would be the perfect time to kind of provide a little insight, little update here of what exactly happened at the show. You know, what were the results? You know, what happened? First and foremost, your boy got dead last. You know, at the end of the day, you can only push your body so far before it wants to fight back and protect you. It just seemed like the more we pushed, the worse it got. Even when we got to a point where it's like, all right, this is good, I'm gonna stay here. The next day, it wasn't the same. The look wasn't the same. Didn't change any variables. It's just couldn't do it. And that translated to the stage. You know, it hurt. It really did hurt. I was mad, frustrated. Felt like I wasted my time. Yeah, it got emotional. Or it got really emotional. You know, when you put that much of yourself into a goal, and every step of the way something gets in the way and you still don't get that goal that you are trying to achieve, it's a kick in the dick. It really is. You know, as soon as I saw my pictures from my coach that he took, instantly I had to look away. I was like, yep, I didn't bring it. I couldn't. And, you know, I wasn't angry at anyone but myself. You know, there's too many bodybuilders that will place blame on judges, place blame on the ones doing the tan or the show expeditors or whatever, except for putting it on themselves. They will not put the blame on themselves. I knew I was the only one to blame because my body, I'm putting that upstage. No one else is. So it really hurt. I got emotional. I had to step out of the venue, and I had to talk with my late grandfather, and I was like, I don't know how the fuck I could have done this any better. I gave it my all. I gathered myself up, went back inside, ran to the head judge, and me and this judge have talked before. So getting a good rapport with him is good. But I talked to him, and I was like, what do I need to do? And, you know, judges don't know what you've been through in prep. They just know what you look like standing on that stage in front of them. So, he says to me, just come in leaner. I wouldn't change a thing. He's like, you took my advice on everything else. Just come in leaner. And I told him, it's like, totally get it. You know, I really tried. You don't know what you know, you only see what you see on stage. So that is a good critique. And without getting into details, I was like, I really dug really hard when I didn't need to. I thought my cap weight was this weight, but it was actually the other weight. Digging that hard was unnecessary. And I said, yeah, that makes sense. But you have the data now. You have the critique. So change whatever you need to change and just come in later. You know, he didn't say you need more chest, you need more legs, you need more back. So it's an easy fix. But I was still emotional. Text my coach, said, I'm not coming back for the night show. There's no point. So I didn't eat afterwards. I drank some fluids, but I didn't eat. Because there's still something in the back of my head that was like, just take a nap. Just take a nap. And let's see what happens. So, I did just that. I took a nap. Woke up, just kind of looking at the ceiling, just, I should go to the night show. I should be a good sport, you know, and go to the night show. So I did, and I'm glad I did, because I met some really awesome people. A couple of them even said that, you know, I looked really good. Even though, in the back of my head, as soon as I said that, I was like, no, man, I look like shit. But I was glad I went back, because that showed the judges that I'm not gonna let my placing ruin the sport for myself. And I don't know, it just shows good sportsmanship, you know. So it was good that I went back, because I was able to talk to my coach some more, and we were able to devise a game plan. So after that, I went back home, ate some good food, didn't go out, stayed in, and just ate the food that I had, because I always bring a lot of food, just in case. So I just relaxed, you know, with my girlfriend, watching Netflix, eating good food, and went to bed. And then the next day, we, you know, went out on the town, you know, had some brunch, saw the new Evil Dead, which I liked. There's some things they did with the movie that were interesting. It's not that I didn't like it, it's just interesting. But overall, it's a good movie. So yeah, we saw that, and then we kind of just made our way back home. What I've been up to lately. So now that I've assessed every prep up to now, right? So for me, the overwhelming response to carbohydrates from my body is pretty astounding, because man, for me to benefit from carbohydrates, I don't need a ton, right? And if I do eat a lot, then it has a very adverse effect. I will hold more water than anyone else, I guarantee it. And it's not like, you know, glycogen storage or water in the muscle. It is a film of water over my body if I ingest too much carbs. So I've been developing some kind of system for myself. It's not a ketogenic diet, it's not a paleo diet. It is a performance carbohydrate targeted system where most of my carbs are prior to training, so pre-workout, and then the rest of my meals are from fruits and vegetables. And so doing that, all of my carbs supply glycogen to the muscles to fuel the workout. It's all prior to training. Currently, I am training 5 days a week, and to be honest, it's been great. Things have been really progressing well. I'm already starting to have to bump up my calories because I'm feeling a little underfed after each training session, and then especially after leg day. I was just zapped. I was totally exhausted for the rest of the day. So I've increased my calories. We're gonna see how that does. But with this, there's higher protein and there's moderate fats. So my protein right now is at about 280 grams per day, and then my fats are like about 120, 125. Yeah, hi, future Nick here. So that was a lot of fat per day. I have decreased that significantly. I started decreasing it from 125 to 100 grams of fats every day, and now I'm at 60. And when I say it was a lot, it was more a lot because I was not digesting things as quickly as I wanted to, especially with only eating about 4 or 5 meals a day. Ooh, that was hurting the stomach. So we are now at 60 grams of fats every day, still eating 280 grams of protein, and I have increased my carbs to supply more fuel for the workouts. I felt like I was needing it because I was just increasing intensity in the gym and feeling really good. But yeah, I just wanted to drop in and let you know that 125 grams of fats every day will not let you digest food, or at least for me, it didn't let me digest hardly any food. It was sticking on me pretty good, into the next day. So, yeah, bye. And then my carbs on training days are 80 grams of carbs. 100 grams of carbs, with 80 of that being from pre-workout. And then my rest days don't have any performance carbs, so it's all carbs from fruits and vegetables. And I've been seeing really good results. I mean, I'm holding like above 3 or 4 pounds stage weight right now, and I've never had that. I've always been like a week or two removed, I've already shot up almost to 200 pounds. Before, my coach would have me do like 2 high days afterwards, and then like get to baseline with, still like, around 200 grams of carbs every day. And I just got really, really fat and watery really quick. But with this, I have energy still. I fuel for my workouts, and I'm leaner than I would have been, and I love it. It's great. I'm eating really good fucking food, but the diet is just a whole 180 of what I was doing, and I'm seeing some good results so far. I've also reduced the amount of meals that I have. I'm no longer eating 6 meals a day. I'll eat 4 meals a day. On my rest days, I have 3 meals a day. And as far as the off season goes, it's great because I can space my meals out much longer. Then let's say on my training days, I have 70 grams of protein per meal. Well, if I'm spacing them out every 4 or 5 hours, that's a long time to digest the food, and I am satiated throughout that entire time frame. So it's not like I'm starving. Now it was last week, just because I figured out I was underfed. So diet's going great. We got really good feedback. And right now, I'm in a health phase. So it's what I call the recovery and stability phase, right? It's when I'm not on anything. Orals, injectables. I honestly haven't even been on any injectables for a week before my show in June. So I haven't been on anything for that long. And I have about 1-2 more weeks before I start back up again. So I haven't been on that. I haven't been on orals for about 3 weeks, and that was only because I was tapering off of aldactone, and that was like the last one that I was doing. So right now, I'm not on anything, and I'm feeling normal again. I'm not feeling like my fucking legs are filled with cement. Not going hypo every fucking time I try to eat carbs. Man, it was the worst. And I think that's the biggest reason why I couldn't really dig as much as I wanted to. Because every time I tried, I'd go hypoglycemic. And when you do that, you have to eat again. You have to eat more carbs. It's not that you'll die, it's also not good for your nervous system. So you go through that enough times, and you're really taxing your body. And I think my body was just so used to being on guard that it didn't want to let me get down in the weight or conditioning that I needed to be in. So yeah, right now we're in the health and recovery phase. Then we'll go into more of a maintenance phase and start back on cycle again. And then we'll hit a true off season about 4 or 5 weeks after that. Now, what are my plans? So, definitely want to compete again. When will that be? I don't know. I don't know yet. I am qualified still for nationals since I competed in a national show, or I competed in a show. Well, I should clarify. Qualified for a Masters Nationals. If I want to qualify for nationals, I want to qualify for both Masters and just a regular open nationals. That just gives me broader options. If I want to do a regular, I can do a regular nationals. If I want to do Masters, I can do Masters. We're gonna see what show is gonna come up next. Right now I'm just enjoying feeling normal again. I'm enjoying going on dates with my girlfriend again, and not worrying about having a little treat every once in a week. I'm not gonna lie, I like prep, but this one really took it out of me. Really did. It's had me reassess heavily on a lot of things. So I know this isn't usually my usual content of usually working out or eating or whatever, but you know, it's been some time and I just needed to kind of chill out. You know, I was doing a lot on social media, hyping up, and then getting a letdown. You know, I just had to do a little introspective. Plus, I was busy. I mean, as soon as I got back, I was with my kids again, and you know, I missed them, and just kind of just wanted to be with them and not worry about social media. But back now. You will see more content coming back. I'm going to show you guys what I'm eating now. Do a full day of eating at some point soon, but you know, I appreciate you guys, all of you supporting me in this journey. I really do appreciate you, love you. It's just a lesson. We're not all going to win them. As much as we, you know, you almost have to be successful. You almost had to have such a delusional outcome for yourself to try to get there. And I definitely did. You know, it really opened my eyes as well that maybe I was just 4 weeks away from really getting it. Maybe, who knows? But I know my body could not allow me to push another 4 weeks. This was the best possible stopping point. So, fret not, there will be more shows. There's a bodybuilding show every week. We'll get there. And I'm going to take you guys along for the ride, as always. So, really appreciate y'all. Comment, like, subscribe. Share to all your friends. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.